Hi, welcome back. So we're in the first actual outline of lab section 2 in chapter 7. And in this outline, we shall discuss the question, are we going to induct or are we going to deduct the research? From our academic understanding and the sections that we have explored the idea and the framework of induction and deduction, when you conduct your research in principle, you shall be very much familiar with the general idea of induction or deduction on the research. Now, before answering the question, I will ask you really to stop now and ask yourself, such a problem is going to have an induction approach or deduction approach? To answer this question, first of all, I want to ask, what is the field of this problem? It is an education. And we know in education system in particular, lifelong learners, in this kind of system, it is a matured system. There have been a lot of research. It's been done on such a problem as dropout. In the deduction world, that there is available set of theories and principles can explain the essential problem that we have at hand. To this end, I think, since the problem, it isn't new really, you will find in the literature review a vast sea of factors or variables theorized or hypothesized from there. And we can consider those factors as they have been found by a large group of researchers from psychology, from education. All of them, they have combined work and published enough papers and finding results. They can help us to assume some values for this box. To this end, we are going to deduct the research rather than induct. Now, if the time and the budget are at your side, plus, of course, having the experience, go ahead and start with induction if you like. Maybe you're not going to reinvent the wheel. Maybe you will really discover something that's not been done before. But in this case, I will assume, for example, I have the experience, but I don't have the time and I don't have the enough budget to induct. To this end, the final closure to start this research, that is to find from the literature review available values or variables that we can fill up the gaps for this process too. So I hope now the idea is quite clear to you from practical perspective and based on the problem that we have all started in session number 1. So now we are ready to go and discuss the next outline, and that is what is in the literature review. I will see you then.